Hello, it's Josh here from Socks Makes Games, and this is another devlog for the game called Northpass Rail. So in this development vlog, we're going to be going over the basis of the conversation and dialogue system that is currently in the game. This is going to be updated, but I thought I would show the progress I've made so far, and I'll show you the beginning of the conversion from the current system into using JSON files instead. So right now we have these AI characters, and these AI characters can speak and basically speak when the player interacts with them. Speak is more of in a text format. There's not any plans at the moment for any of the characters to be voiced. And basically what happens at the moment is there is a AI profile for each of the characters that would be in the game. At the moment there's only one profile, it's just only one character in the game. And this profile determines where their file is. So we'll just have a text file that has the dialogue in, separated line by line. This is a very, very basic system, and it works for very, very basic interaction. However, when we have branching paths or have choices or have options, suddenly the system starts falling apart. However, before we go into how we're going to change the system, basically what happens is this AI script that we've got on the AI holds a variable called profile. That links to the profile mentioned earlier. And basically what we do is when the AI script itself listens out for an interaction where the player will right click on the AI body. Once it does that, then the profile a signal is emitted that takes a profile and adds it into the player UI. In the player UI, there is a script which basically just allows us to add a conversation to it. This system itself is a bit convoluted right now because basically the AI has to go through the player script that then goes through the player UI script in order to update the AI, and I think this is a bit cumbersome and could be better refined, which is going to be part of the overhauls coming. Then the dialogue UI itself, it takes this profile, and all it does right now for testing purposes was it just displays the first line of text letter by letter. And the way that we do this is it adds a letter to the text, then it creates itself a timer for 0.1 seconds. After that, when that timer runs out, it moves to the next letter and so on and so forth until the line is finished. Once the line is finished, it emits a signal saying the dialogue's finished, and that tells the player UI to get rid of, basically make the dialogue UI not visible. However, as mentioned earlier, there is a number of issues with this system, primarily being it can't be expanded for interactions or different options. So in order to expand this further, what I'm now doing is, instead of using these profiles, these Godot scripts to contain the static data, I've started to look into using JSON. And I think my next step for this really would be to create my own dialogue, basically node-based system. However, as of right now, all we've got is in the AI script, we've got a dialogue test variable which is linked to a JSON script. This JSON script, all the JSON script actually contains is some basic dialogue. It contains the name of the dialogue and the content. And basically what we can do is we've got a function here which processes all the JSON data into strings, into objects really, into dictionaries. And we've got a dictionary within the JSON object itself that contains all the different dialogue options. And basically what we'll be able to do then is link them all over with different keys. So basically the way it's going to be stored is we'll have a dialogue option, it'll have its own key, then the actual content of what the AI will say, and then it would have the key of each of the options stored within it. And then what we do is, okay, option B is checked. It would then get the key for option B, and use that key to get the next dialogue. And this is something that's going to be expanded on in later development vlogs. So that is going to be it. It's a bit of a short development vlog this week, as I am taking a little bit of time off. However, I'll be back next week with another development, not next week, the week after next, with another development vlog that will show more of a progression with this conversation-based system. Thank you everybody for watching. Please remember to like the video and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next video.